what's up, everyone? Let's talk quickly about power. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a client of mine who's struggling with this thing we call power, but not in the conventional sense that you might be thinking of it, but more about what it means when we give someone power to impact how we feel about ourselves. So my name is Robert Oleskovich. I'm a licensed psychotherapist at Hero's Journey Therapy. And like I said, I spoke with a client this week who is really being impacted. Frustration, anger, kind of jealousy, and this sense of wanting to control a colleague of hers. So my client is dealing with her colleague, and this colleague, it's actually her boss, is causing my client to feel frustration, anger, jealousy, and causing my client to kind of want to dictate and impact and control her colleague's actions and behaviors at work. And when her colleague doesn't behave in the ways that my client thinks is appropriate, or in the ways that my client thinks her colleague should behave, my client gets angry and frustrated and overwhelmed and has these conversations where she's trying to, you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. And of course, her colleague is not real concerned with her opinion, and he doesn't change his behavior, which just causes my client to get further frustrated and further annoyed and further overwhelmed with emotion. And so when my client was talking about this, I mentioned, wow, he has a lot of power over you. She said, what do you mean? And I said, you're giving him a lot of power. You're allowing him to impact how you're feeling about yourself, how your day goes. When this guy is not doing something that you approve of, it's impacting you and ruining your day. You're getting sad, angry, frustrated, jealous. You're having these conversations with him where you're trying to teach him a lesson, ultimately. You want to teach him a lesson on how to behave. But of course, you have no control over his behavior. He's allowed to do whatever the hell he wants to do. There might be consequences to his choices and to his behaviors, but it's not up to you to enforce those consequences. It's not up to you to teach him a lesson. So do you notice that you're giving him power by allowing him to ruin your day? And it was kind of cute. When she looked at it through that lens, she had this, it really resonated with her. She's like, oh, the last thing I want to do is give this guy power. So if that's really what it is, me giving him power, then I'm going to stop. So she didn't like the idea of allowing him to impact how she feels. And one question we can ask ourselves in situations like this, and first we get familiar with the body, because our body gives us cues, right? When we begin to get frustrated or angry or defensive, or we want to control someone, our body, maybe our heart rate, our heart starts beating faster, maybe our jaw clenches up, or our shoulders tighten up, or maybe we feel it in our stomach, but something happens that can give us a clue to tune in to what's happening. And one of these questions that we can ask ourselves is this worth my peace? Is this worth my peace of mind? And often, as we know, the answer is usually no. It's not worth my peace. I came to work today feeling good, excited about the day, fresh and healthy, and now I see some other person doing something that I can't control, and I'm going to let that disrupt my peace? No, I don't think so. So we can make a choice in terms of how we want to look at these things and how we want to respond. And it's not always easy, and sometimes we do have these difficult feelings, and that's okay. We just learn how to work with difficult feelings, and that's our responsibility to ourselves. That's something, that's our task. but it's not our task to teach someone else a lesson. But this question, is this worth my peace, can sometimes be very beneficial and helpful. So when you're having challenging moments, dealing with difficult people, get in the habit of checking into the body and asking yourself, is this worth my peace? Am I giving power to someone to influence how I feel and what the rest of my day is going to be like? All right, I'd love it if you liked this. Please subscribe. You can see I could use all the viewers that I can muster up because I don't have many. See you next time. Like and subscribe. This is Rob. Bye-bye. See you soon.